Madina Mazimba, I'm back again. Now, Shingisai Suluma is undoubtedly an icon of the music industry. She has done a lot for gospel music. She was the biggest gospel artist in the 2000s. She dominated the gospel scene with her countless chart-topping tracks. She was basically the face of gospel music during that decade. And you know what? She quickly started to be referred to as Mai because of her nurturing and comforting music. Listening to her music feels like a mother's assurance. It's deep, it's considerate, and her messages will stick in your head. They will not get out just like your mother's words. Now, she was a dominant force and one of the pioneers of the contemporary gospel sound that is now popular today. I believe she was the first to successfully work with the choral group, the Joy Street Choir group, and the music they made was refreshing and full of joy. As you listen to the music, you'd feel these guys are singing with a smile on their faces. You know, the music they made is that type of music that even when you are playing, you know, your neighbors will just start singing along. Now, Shingisai Suluma entered the music scene in the 90s, but it was in the 2000s when she found her rhythm and took over. Her dominance started in 2000 with her album Mumawoko, which contained the track Mirira Mangwanani, which was a massive success. She followed up with Nokutoka Naka in 2002, which contained the chart-topping classic Gogodza. The following year, she dropped the successful album Fara Zvakadaro, which had hits such as the title track Fara Zvakadaro, Tenda, and Tidzidzise Kunamata, and that album made her into a household name. The next project was Tatenda Taona, released in 2005, and this album cemented her legendary status in the music, not circles. It contained classics such as Tatenda Taona, the title track, Nanas, a track which won the heart of the then president Robert Mugabe. It contained Racha Kuitira, Toda, Ndo Panouya, Mai Vangu, Baba Vangu, which have all become classics. And then she followed it up with another equally, or in my opinion, even bigger project, Maitiro Yenyu, in 2007, which contained classics such as Maitiro Yenyu, the title track, Ndijo, Andikusiye Wega, Anditi, Iripo Nzira, Gare Gare, and Naye. Now, she went on to release more projects after that, and you know, she's still currently active, but she never reached the peak she achieved during the 5 years from 2003 to 2007. She then relocated to the United States in 2009, and that is probably one of the main reasons she never reached her previous levels. Now, a fun fact here for you: since Zimbabwe gained independence, there is no artist who has managed to be successful and then relocate and continue achieving the same level of success they achieved whilst living in Zimbabwe. Not even one. And I feel lack of touch with the local way of life is definitely a huge cause of that disconnection. Now, after that intro, I think you can see it's clear that selecting just only 5 tracks is a tall order. So I've taken the executive decision to change it to a top 10. So from now on, this series will be known as Top 10 rather than the Top 5. Now, after some weeks of listening to all of my favorite tracks from her, and some that I may have had overlooked over the years, I'll be sharing my favorite 10 tracks not from the iconic Shingisai Suluma. So without wasting much time, let's get to the top 10. Now, on number 10, I have the track Gogodza. On number 9, I have the track Mirira Mangwanani. On number 8, I have the track Nanasi. On number 7, I have the track Tidzidzise Kunamata. On number 6, I have the track Zvacha Kuitira. On number 5, I have the track Handiti. On number 4, I have the track Maitiro Yenyu. Number 3, I have the track Tatenda Taona. On number 2, I have the track Fara Zvakadaro. And on number 1, which is my favorite song from here, is the track Iripo Nzira. I'm just a huge fan of that track. It's an amazing track, and it's one of those tracks that showcase the strength of a Joy Street, choral group, especially the gents from that group. I just am a huge fan of this track. So yeah, those are my top 10 tracks from Shingisai Suluma. And yeah, it has been a welcomed headache making this list. It was not easy, but I had to do it. So I know many of you are big fans of her music. You enjoy her music. So feel free to share your top 10 in the comment section below. And when I say top 10, I don't mean the tracks that topped the charts the most, but those tracks that speak to you the most, that track that you listen to of hers the most. I'll be very much looking forward to see your top 10s in the comment section below. And after that, just don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.